If you're shopping for a used Audi A6 right now, you're in one of the most dangerous price ranges in the entire used car market. Between $20,000 and $55,000, you could find an A6 that runs flawlessly for the next decade, or one that drains your bank account within the first 18 months of ownership. And the frustrating part? They can look identical on the lot. I've gone through the reliability data, owner complaints filed with NHTSA, long-term cost of ownership reports, and real-world feedback from A6 owners across multiple forums and enthusiast communities. What I found is that the difference between a great A6 year and a nightmare A6 year often comes down to one specific transmission, one specific engine variant, or one specific infotainment system that Audi quietly acknowledged was a disaster. So today, I'm breaking it down into two categories: the 3 years you need to avoid, no matter how good the price looks, and the 4 years where you actually get the Audi experience people dream about, the luxury, the performance, the long-term reliability, without the financial horror story. Let's start with the ones to avoid. The first year to avoid is 2013. The 2013 Audi A6 sits in the early C7 generation, and on paper it looks like a steal right now. Low prices, high spec, beautiful design that still holds up in 2026. But under that aluminum hood is where the problems start. The ZF 8-speed automatic transmission in the 2013 model logged an unusually high number of complaints for shuddering, rough shifting, and in some cases, complete transmission failure before 70,000 miles. ZF makes some of the best transmissions in the world. This wasn't a design flaw in the gearbox itself. The issue was how Audi calibrated the software and the torque converter lockup strategy in this early production year. Owners reported a shudder between 15 and 40 miles per hour that dealers initially dismissed as normal break-in behavior. It wasn't. Beyond the transmission, the 2013 also had issues with the air suspension, specifically the front air struts failing earlier than expected. And if your 2013 A6 has air suspension and you're looking at one right now, get it on a lift and look at every corner. Replacing one air strut runs between $800 and $1,200. Replacing all four at once, which often happens because they fail in sequence, is a $4,000 job minimum at an independent shop. The 2013 also used an early version of Audi's MMI infotainment system that has aged poorly. Navigation updates are no longer supported, the touchpad interface is slow by modern standards, and CarPlay integration requires an aftermarket workaround that doesn't always play nicely with the factory system. Average annual repair cost for a 2013 Audi A6? Around $1,700 according to RepairPal data. That's nearly double what you'd pay on a comparable BMW 5 Series from the same year. Avoid the 2013. The second year to avoid is 2014. If 2013 had transmission issues, 2014 added an engine problem that costs even more to fix. The 2014 Audi A6 with the 2.0 TFSI four-cylinder, the base engine that made it more accessible to buyers, developed a reputation for excessive oil consumption that Audi never fully acknowledged publicly. Owners were adding a quart of oil every 1,000 to 1,500 miles. That's not a quirk, that's a problem. And what makes it worse is that the cars rarely threw a check engine light or showed obvious symptoms until the damage was already done. Piston ring wear was identified as the root cause in most cases, but by the time you're diagnosing piston rings, you're already looking at an engine rebuild conversation. The supercharged 3.0 V6 in the 2014 was more reliable in this regard, but it came with its own issue: the supercharger nose cone, a plastic component inside the supercharger assembly that was prone to cracking and sending debris into the intake system. A supercharger replacement on the 2014 Audi A6 3.0 runs between $3,000 and $5,000, depending on whether you go dealer or independent. The 2014 also saw continued MMI issues and added a new wrinkle. The virtual cockpit display in some trims began showing pixel failures and screen ghosting around the 70 to 80,000 mile mark. If you're looking at a 2014 Audi A6 right now and the price seems aggressive, ask yourself why. There's almost always a reason. Avoid the 2014. The third year to avoid is 2016. This one surprises people because by 2016, you'd expect Audi to have ironed out the early C7 problems, and mechanically they largely did. The 2016 engine and transmission reliability is noticeably better than 2013 and 2014. So what's the problem? Electronics. Specifically, the 2016 MMI system became a documented disaster in this model year. NHTSA complaints spiked around the infotainment and navigation system failing, rebooting randomly while driving, losing Bluetooth connectivity permanently, and in some cases causing the backup camera to stop functioning entirely. These aren't just annoyance issues. A backup camera failure on a car that came equipped with one is a safety issue, and in some states it creates inspection problems. The 2016 also had documented issues with the adaptive cruise control radar sensor. Owners reported the system disabling itself unexpectedly and throwing warning lights that required dealer visits to reset, visits that often resulted in no fault found, which is the most expensive outcome because nothing gets fixed. The electrical gremlins in the 2016 are unpredictable and expensive because they're intermittent. Intermittent electrical faults in a German luxury car are the worst category of repair. Technicians spend hours chasing ghosts, and you pay for every one of those hours. The 2016 also sits in an awkward spot for depreciation. It's not old enough to have bottomed out in price, but it's old enough to be out of any extended warranty coverage on most examples you'll find on the market today. Avoid the 2016. Now let's talk about the years worth buying. The first year to consider seriously is 2018. The 2018 Audi A6 is the last year of the C7 generation, and it represents everything Audi learned from 6 years of production. The transmission calibration issues from 2013 are gone. The oil consumption complaints from the 4-cylinder are essentially absent in this model year. The air suspension components were upgraded with better seals and longer-lasting struts, and the MMI system, while it's still not perfect, is far more stable than anything produced between 2013 and 2016. The 2018 also benefits from being a known quantity. There are hundreds of thousands of these on the road globally, meaning independent shops know them inside and out. Aftermarket parts are abundant and affordable, and forums are full of detailed DIY guides for everything from brake jobs to air suspension rebuilds. Pricing on a clean 2018 A6 with the 3.0 supercharged V6 and around 70,000 miles is typically in the $30,000 to $38,000 range depending on trim and options. For what you're getting, a genuinely premium German sedan with exceptional build quality, a gorgeous interior, and strong performance, that's a compelling value. One specific recommendation: if you can find a 2018 A6 with the prestige trim and the driver assistance package, prioritize that. Audi's adaptive cruise, lane keep, and traffic jam assist in this generation work remarkably well and hold up over time. The 2018 is a buy. The second year to consider is 2019. The 2019 Audi A6 is the first year of the entirely new C8 generation, and it's where Audi made a generational leap in technology, design, and refinement. The interior alone is worth the price of admission. A dual touchscreen setup that replaced virtually every physical button, a new digital instrument cluster, and materials quality that genuinely competes with Mercedes at a fraction of the price on the used market. But beyond the aesthetics, the 2019 brought a new mild hybrid system on the 3.0 3TFSI V6 that improved fuel efficiency noticeably without adding the complexity of a full hybrid drivetrain. Real-world owners report 24 to 27 miles per gallon on highway driving, which is impressive for a vehicle of this size and performance level. Reliability in the first year of a new generation is always a concern, and the 2019 was not completely without issues. Early examples had some software glitches with the touchscreen system requiring dealer updates, and there were a handful of reports around the mild hybrid belt alternator starter unit. But these issues were largely addressed through software updates and a revised BAS unit in later production runs. What you get with the 2019 is a car that feels current in 2026. The technology doesn't feel dated. The driving dynamics are sharper than the C7, and on the used market you can find clean examples in the $38,000 to $48,000 range. The 2019 is a buy. The third year to buy is 2021. By 2021, Audi had had 2 full years to refine the C8 generation, and it shows. The touchscreen software issues from 2019 are resolved. The mild hybrid system is proven, and Audi's over-the-air update ability, introduced in the C8, means many of the software improvements since 2019 have already been pushed to 2021 models automatically. The 2021 A6 also benefits from updated driver assistance features and a revised suspension tuning that makes it more comfortable on rougher road surfaces without sacrificing the composed handling Audi buyers expect.
From a cost of ownership standpoint, the 2021 is interesting because it sits right at the edge of Audi's CPO program eligibility on many examples. A certified pre-owned 2021 A6 comes with Audi's extended limited warranty, giving you coverage on major powertrain and electronic components that make the ownership experience dramatically less risky than buying a 2013 or 2014 without any protection. Clean 2021 A6 examples with the 3.0 and under 40,000 miles are trading in the $45,000 to $55,000 range. It's the top end of your budget, but you're buying peace of mind along with the car. The 2021 is a buy. The fourth year to buy is 2022. The 2022 Audi A6 is where I would put my own money if I were in this market today. Here's why. By 2022, the C8 generation had been on sale long enough that early adopter problems were fully ironed out, but it was recent enough that the technology doesn't feel compromised. You're getting the full suite of Audi's current driver assistance technology, the most refined
version of the dual touchscreen interior and build quality that reflects Audi at its best. The 2022 also introduced some notable updates to the A6's color palette and interior options. And if you find a well-spec'd example, the interior presentation genuinely rivals vehicles costing significantly more. From a maintenance standpoint, a 2022 with under 30,000 miles is still within or just past the factory service intervals for its first major service items, meaning you'll have full visibility into the vehicle's history from nearly new. There's no mystery about what the previous owner did or didn't do. One important note on the 2022, specify the S-tronic dual-clutch transmission only if you're getting the 4-cylinder engine. On the 3.0 V6, hold out for the Tiptronic automatic. The S-tronic in the 4-cylinder application works beautifully in this generation. In the heavier V6 application, some owners report it's slightly less smooth in low-speed urban driving than the traditional torque converter automatic. The 2022 is a buy. It's the one I drive home. Here's the bottom line on the Audi A6. This is a car that, at its best, offers something genuinely rare in the used luxury market, a driving experience that feels special every single time you get behind the wheel, technology that holds up, and a build quality that makes cheaper alternatives feel hollow by comparison. But at its worst, it's a financial trap that looks beautiful in the driveway while quietly draining your savings through electrical gremlins, transmission rebuilds, and supercharger failures that no reasonable person would budget for. The formula is simple. Stay away from 2013, 2014, and 2016. Focus your search on 2018, 2019, 2021, and 2022. Get a pre-purchase inspection from an independent Audi specialist, not a general mechanic, not the selling dealer. Specifically ask them to check the air suspension, the transmission behavior at low speeds, and the full error code log even if no warning lights are present. Do those 3 things, and you'll drive an Audi A6 that earns its reputation every mile. And before you go, if this saved you from making a $30,000 mistake, the least expensive thing you can do right now is hit that subscribe button. I do this exact breakdown for every major luxury model, Mercedes, BMW, Lexus, Porsche, so you walk onto any lot knowing exactly what years to target and what years to walk away from. No dealership is going to tell you what I just told you. That's why this channel exists. If you've got a specific model you want me to cover next, drop it in the comments right now. I read every single one, and I build the content list around what you actually need. And if you're already in the middle of an A6 search and you've got a specific VIN or a specific year you're unsure about, leave it below. I'll do my best to point you in the right direction. The next video is already up. It's sitting right there on your screen. Watch that one next, and by the time you're done, you'll know more about buying used luxury cars than most salespeople know about selling them. I'll see you there.